Make your life a mission, not an intermission. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So what do we got going on today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Woo! Wow. We haven't, twice in July now. We've broken under the $10,000 mark. Volatility has been the name of the game recently. It seems like most Bitcoin holders right now that are purchasing Bitcoin are not holding it more than 88 days, it seems. What does this mean for the future of Bitcoin? We've seen Senate hearings from Libra. Does this have anything to do with the price? Time's going to tell, because hindsight's 2020. I know that I'm in it for the long term. Should I be thinking about buying the dip? I don't know. The saying's getting pretty old, but it's getting kind of hard to deny it this time around, right? You know who's here trying to figure out this stuff with me too? My co-host, Simmy.
Good evening, everyone.
So how are you this evening, Samantha?
I'm okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're not freaking out because of the price of Bitcoin? You're not going to go run into the hills? I'm sure Coinbase was jingling at you, letting you know how we were crashing down like 11%. I think we took off $1,300. I mean, people are running for the hills.
No? Not running for
the hills. The sky's not falling.
But yes, Coinbase was push notificating the crap out of everything. It's like stuff I didn't even care about. They were like, hey, the price is down. It was like, okay. Great.
Well, they want to make money off your trades, right? They make money off the fees.
Right. So even when you're not sitting there refreshing your, portfolio, it's telling you, you should freak out.
Right.
You should FOMO.
Because if you freak out and you go into their cash, they make a percent. They actually make a pretty good percent. I mean, it's like $2 on the 20, right?
Yeah.
So should we be skeptical of all of this volatility? I mean, it seems like it's getting really undeniable, right? That cryptocurrency is going to be part of the future. But then at the same time, the volatility, what's happening? Why? Or is it kind of our friend right now? All right. Would you mind pulling up Coin Paprika? Let's take a look at these cryptocurrency markets together. Let's see what we got going on. Let's see if we can't do something to hedge our bets a little bit. But as always, I got some news. We want to talk to the chat, right? So please go ahead, pile up some questions, comments. Let us know that you're here. Tell us if you hate us, because apparently we got 3 thumbs down yesterday. You know what always bothers me about that, though, is, hey, you hate us, you don't like us. That's great. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Give us a thumbs down. That's cool, because YouTube, you still watched it, but then let us know why, right? We are always trying to make the show better. It's been a long road over these last 2 years. We're not giving up. So, hey.
Maybe we're doing something we don't even know.
Yeah, that's always a good possibility. Kick the camera. All right, we'll have to see what that looks like when I turn it back on.
Right.
All right, so we got Bitcoin, $9,527. Wow. Ouch. Look at this sea of red. Double digits. My eyes are bleeding a bit here. 12.8%, 24% in the last 7 days. Long term, you guys. Think long term. Stay positive. Ethereum, $200, down 13.9%, 34.8% in the last 7 days. We got XRP at 29.7 cents, down 5.77. Should I keep going? Let's do Litecoin. $79.
Oh.
It's on sale, right? It's a fire sale.
Everything must go.
Everything has to go at low prices.
Our loss is your gain.
Right. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not here to tell you when to be buying crypto, or that you got enough money to be buying crypto, or anything really, right? I mean, what do I know about money? If I knew more, I'd have more of it. But what I do know is I know technology, right? I do know tech. I went to school for it. I've messed with it my entire life. I've watched the days of dial-up. I was playing World of Warcraft with my friends, right? I mean, I have been here since the beginning. I downloaded it illegally on Napster, right? I had a website on GeoCities. I got a YouTube or a Yahoo email address from when I was 15 I still use.
Yep.
So cryptocurrency is the future, people. Trust me. It may not be, you know, the cryptocurrencies we're looking at here right now, but I can tell you that the future is digital and cryptocurrency is the way. All right. Let's move into the next little bit. The mirror multiple, right? The mirror multiple is our friend. The mirror multiple was getting up there, right?
Yes.
So it's always hard to see the bubble, you know, the quick escalation. I mean, we seen the price go up. We did okay. We were thinking it was going to be all right, but the mirror multiple never lies, right? The average mirror multiple is 1.39. We didn't go sideways long enough for that mirror multiple to come down. We continue to go up. That's just some real data, right?
Yep.
The other one I like to use, Google Trends, right? We the people.
Our peers.
Well, I mean, we put it on our money. We put it on everything. It is about the people. It doesn't matter what a government says. Look at what's happening in China. They've been protesting for 5 weeks because the government is not representing the people the way that they want to be represented. It doesn't matter what the law is. It doesn't matter who's in charge. If the people change their mind, the rules will change. And the currency can change too. All right. That's enough preaching for the moment. Let's do the other kind. We're not for profit organization around here at Bitcoin and Coffee. None of this money goes into our pockets to like make us crypto rich, right? No. We're not trying to get no Lambo. We're not trying to do anything besides help the community, right? We have a free help desk. It's at eugeneforest20@gmail.com. You can also hit me up on any of the social media that I have listed down below that I also post the YouTube video to, right? To try to expand the reach of the community, because I know when you get in the crypto space, the educational barrier of what is what and how do I send a transaction and how do I sign up in an exchange and what is safe and how do I split my coins, and there's a million things going on and you don't understand any of it. And if you listen to the wrong person, you're going to lose your crypto because you're going to get scammed. It's happened to 90% of us, I'm sure. Everybody I talk to has a story about how they got scammed at one point or another. I would like to try to help somebody avoid that. I would like to learn from somebody that has been scammed to help me be able to educate other people how not to fall for that scam. I've talked to hundreds, literally hundreds of people who have been scammed in the cryptocurrency space, and I have done my very best. I mean, during the bull run, I probably did talk to 100 different people trying to help them out through the free help desk. And of course, you know, you got to stay in motion. You got to keep expanding. You got to keep doing more. And what we decided to do is we tried to get out there, right? Put actual feet to the ground, not just make it an internet thing, right? Because it's easier to make an internet thing than it is to actually be out there standing in front of somebody trying to put a flyer in their hand with an embedded QR code to get them started with Bitcoin. Well, we've gone out there, we've done it 3 times. It's been fantastic. We've been making it better and better every single time. We're looking to get off to our 4th event. We need a few dollars to be able to get there and help make it happen. I like to think of it as a carbon offset. Cryptocurrency has no marketing department, right? We all got to do a little bit. As you can see here, Paul Rouleau has graciously kicked us off. I threw in some money as well to help get it going, and then some funds from the channel had come together, so that went in here as well. But I'd like to see a couple more dollars make its way to the fund. We still have a ways to go, but tickets also go up as the time goes on, and we have a lot of planning to do. We have a lot of stuff. I'd like to make flyers, a new flyer, right?
Yes.
Let's go ahead and stop the screen share. Let's pull the backyard. I'd like to make a new flyer. I'd like to get some help, right? If you're out there and you're into graphic design in any way, you think you got an ideal maybe that you'd like to help me with or bounce off me or just, you know, contribute, right? I'll read an email with your ideals if you think you got something to help adoption, because I don't know, I'm a little different than I guess a lot of the other YouTubers and people in cryptocurrency, and maybe it's just because I'm a regular person, right? But I'm not concerned with the regulation. I'm not concerned with taxes. I'm not concerned with trading, thinking I'm going to make a bunch of money and get a Lambo. I'm thinking I have trouble saving money, right?
That we want to retire at some point in our life.
I know that since I've been in Bitcoin for the last 3 years, that it has done good things for me financially towards saving, towards having a better future. And with it not being dollar bills in my bank account and stuff, it's worked to my benefit, right? I just want other people to see this. I want other people to have the opportunity to realize that they have that they have a chance, they have a choice. There's options out there. You don't have to only be in the US dollar. You don't have to succumb to the oppression that occurs with it. I mean, yes, we're never getting away from the fiat cash of our country, right? We all got to make some. We all got to pay those bills. But you can do something else with the extra, you know, the stuff that a lot of people frivolously spend or decide not to go work.
Yeah. All right, Paul Rouleau is here. He says, good evening, my friend.
Paul Rouleau, I seen you in the chat earlier, my friend. I appreciate you coming out here.
I am. It says, hey guys, hope you guys have been great.
I know, it's been a minute. I'm glad to see you back. I appreciate it. If you guys wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up on this video, it really helps out the community, right? Because then it puts us in the side of all those other videos, which helps us grow. We've been growing a little bit. We picked up like 20-something subscribers, so that's great. If you're one of the new subscribers, hit the notification bell, right? We make our shows pretty consistent, though, so it's easy. Usually between 7 and 8 o'clock. We're also looking at our friend Josh, possibly coming on to do an interview. I wrote him an email. He's supposed to be getting back to me probably before the end of the month, definitely. And then we may be working on some other projects together too, because, hey, you got to stay in motion, right? We got the free help desk. We got the flyer situation going. The Tally Fund's going to try to help us take care of the funds for that. Why not see if I can't start exploring other things, right? Meet up with other up-and-coming YouTubers, start co-hosting a few shows together, maybe once a week or something. That'd be awesome, right? More content, more community interaction, because you guys know that we're all about the chat, right? That's why Samantha's here, so that you have a voice.
I am says time to buy. Papa Onaya Shelley is here. He says, hey, all.
I know, right? I wish Gemini took credit cards. Yeah. It has to be a debit card, because if they took credit cards, I might be maxing one right now at this price, because you know we're turning around tomorrow, and I'll take the 5% that I could get from maxing it.
I am says running for the hills. I thought there's only one hill existing in Florida. But
Actually, we came from the Zephyr Hills area before this, and man, oh man, there's a lot of hills over there. I've never seen so many hills in Florida.
Little hills. Lots of them. Moscow Mule is here.
Moscow Mule, buddy.
Time to buy is right. This is the time where generational wealth is made.
Yes, yes. I mean, that's what I've been thinking about all day, to be honest. I mean, you guys know I break it out as real as I can get it here. I've been thinking about, do I have to pay some of my bills? Because like I said, they won't take a credit card. I got to use cash. I mean, I'm still talking hundreds because, hey, that's where I live. But
that's where yeah.
But still, the opportunity, we just came from 13. We're going to see it again, right?
Yeah.
We're going to see 22. We're going to see 50. I'm sure of it.
The day is long.
Right. All right, I got news too.
Okay.
All right, anything in the chat, or should I keep going with the news?
We're good.
All right.
We're now caught up.
Well, I didn't catch the live, right? I only got to read a couple articles on this real quick, kind of threw some stuff together here. You guys may even be knowing more about this than I do if you guys were able to listen to it live, but we had the Senate Bank Committee hearing today. I kept trying to pop in on it, but man, it was hot out there today. I put the temperature gun to the asphalt and it was 126 degrees. So apparently, there was not much talk on Bitcoin for the 2-hour session, right? It was mostly focused at Facebook, leveraging the blockchain to make Libra coin. The little bit they did say about Bitcoin mostly spoke about the volatility and how it's not widely used or spread because of the volatility. But I mean, well, all right, we'll get into the criticisms after. But then we also got Facebook, Libra Coin coming out and saying that they're going to work with the Federal Reserves and other banks, and they're not trying to compete with the sovereign currencies. And the government's looking at them. They're pretty much criticizing their track history, right? We've all seen Facebook with Mark Zuckerberg. Are they listening in? All that kind of stuff. Why are the ads so focused? You guys sold my data. Did you mess with the elections? All of that garbage.
Yep.
So what do we make out of all of this? Did it suppress the price? Go. Right? I mean, that's where it's at this point, because hindsight's 2020. We're not going to really know what's what until a week or two down the road. I do believe that this had to have something to do with it. I mean, we seen the price just sheer drop off exactly at noon here in Eastern Standard Time, which is also where Washington is and everything else. So straight at noon, price drops down. I mean, tried to come back a little bit, but we're testing 9.4. It's tested it twice now. I mean, are we going to drop it? Are we going to drop lower? Right? How quickly is it going to bounce back? What's going to happen tomorrow? Right? As we have another meeting on Libra Coin. I don't know. I seen that there was even an article talking about Cuba and how Cuba has, money problems, right? Financial isolated island. Well, they were talking about how they were looking at Libra Coin as a possible financial solution, but they do have Bitcoin there. They do have one exchange. The people of Cuba are buying like 60 Bitcoin every 2 weeks. Cubans. There we go. I'm only one man, Samantha. I'm only one man.
Oh, you're funny. All right. Nothing new in the chat.
Nothing new in the chat. What are you guys doing? You guys have to have an opinion about this. I mean, this is like the #1 hot topic out there that everyone's talking about. I mean, are you guys kind of like me, right? Is that why we all get along so well? I really don't care. I mean, I think it's funny. I want to stand on the sideline and watch all this happen. I know ultimately it's not going to touch Bitcoin. It's not going to affect it in any way. I mean, maybe a little bit with the price like this, like giving us opportunities to pick it up real cheap on the dip if we got an extra 100 or 2 laying around. But still, it's not going to suppress the price forever. It's not going to kill crypto. I mean, even if they start enforcing stricter regulation because they want to prevent the project, it's not enough. It's a little too late, right?
Scott Gable's here now. He says, I remember several years ago when you opened your daily vlog perched up on your bobber motorcycle, Eugene. I am sitting here thinking how far you guys have come.
Oh, I know, right? It's been a long road.
Yeah, I try not to watch those because, yes.
Oh, I know. I feel embarrassed now when I watch them. It's like,
we
man.
had so many more.
I mean, not that these are any good. I'm sure that in retrospect, when we come back and look at these, we're going to be like, man, look at that horrible pixelation. Look at you with those funny glasses on.
Did you just ramble for 10 minutes? Yes, you did. Mm-hmm. I know. I don't
know. I mean, like I say all the time, I'm just trying to keep it real, right? I'm a regular person who loves cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. I think that talking about it all the time is how we're going to spread awareness. And this show, apparently, I'm reiterating this message over and over again. It is about the people. It's always been about the people. That's why cryptocurrency is such an amazing solution, because it is a digital peer-to-peer currency. We don't have to make a government in order to rule us, right? We don't have to do all of these things. It is towards that futuristic step of everybody being equal.
Palmer says, government is quite proficient at spending my money and interfering with my investments.
I'm yet to know what they've done good for me. I mean, yes, you can say public school systems and you can say public roads and all this other stuff, but at the cost of what it's cost us, right? And where we were before. So say that, okay, these things never occurred and I would have been homeschooled by my family, right? There would have been,
in the beginning, not everybody even had rights. They literally, people had to fight for their rights. Women, everyone everyone, really. They were just like, no, this is not just something you get, but you're supposed to.
Well, I come from a big family, and there's power in numbers.
Right. That's why the mob works so well.
It is.
All right. Moscow Mule says XRP will be used to bridge assets of each country. That way, their own currency will not be deflated to zero and cause mass depressions. Instead, use XRP to cut costs and unlock Bostro accounts.
I mean, XRP has its place. The SWIFT system is archaic. We've seen other countries like Russia and stuff trying to come up with their own SWIFT kind of system. We talked about the other day, Turkey having its own cryptocurrency. Was it Iran?
It was Iran.
Iran having their own cryptocurrency that they are definitely implementing, right? I would like to see something more universal, right? When it comes to cryptocurrency with these countries, that's why, hey, Bitcoin, that'd be great. But of course, everything is long progress. They're going to have to get their own cryptocurrency. They're going to have to get on with a cryptocurrency that exists. Then maybe they'll come around to Bitcoin. How many years from now? I don't know.
Adam says he's driving and texting. Oops. That is so not okay.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Think of the babies, man. Just,
Don't Roger Veras now, all right?
PGC Moon Guy says great videos that he was here early too. Go, guys. Yay!
Nostalgic, right?
Okay.
Hey. I mean, I know I even said foolish stuff in the beginning that I'd be like, Eugene, man. What can I say? It's an educational process.
The best one were the 2-minute videos. It was like, you're sipping and standing of coffee is longer than 2 minutes now. And it's like, wow, that seemed like it took so much. Well, remember when we do it and you'd be like, how long was that? And it's like, it was 45 seconds.
Yeah.
And it was like, you got to make this longer, man. Like, okay. Moscow Mule says, but people want to be ruled. I am for I am says he is now part. Okay. So that's good. And crypto and government will battle. Then all out war. Moscow Mule says not everyone wants to live with all the responsibilities of having to manage everything that they have to take for granted that the government actually takes care of. And I am for I am says the war on individual financial sovereignty.
I agree with this very much. And it does seem like that the divides of people and ideals have been getting bigger and bigger. I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older or if that things are starting to come more towards a head. People are developing in different ways, different lines of thinking. But it does seem like that there is this group of people that just, they don't want any responsibility. They don't want to do anything, right? They want to be taken care of, right? They want to be self-absorbed. Everything is about them. Right? Everything is justified. Everyone else is someone else's fault. I didn't know. I didn't understand. I'm not responsible. Right? If everybody's not responsible, then who's taking responsibility? It doesn't work. When you become 18 and you're an adult, I keep having this conversation with my kid, right? Because he's about to be turning 18 here in September.
Yeah.
That when you turn 18 and you're an adult, you are absolutely 100% responsible for yourself. Nobody's going to take care of you. Nobody wants to hear you gripe and complain. No one is going to do anything for you. You have to do it all. And I mean, I know that it's a stereotype, but as a man, now on top of it, you're going to have to start taking care of other people here at some point. So you need to start preparing. Because everybody has a family. Even if you don't go out and you have a wife and kids or, a partner and adopt children, me and your mom are going to get old. You're going to take care of us, right? There's always somebody.
Hopefully, yes. All right. Moscow Mule says, if you think you're going to have a currency like Doge take over as the planet's currency, you're crazy. Best case scenario for all of us is that we can take part in the banks changing over the system. Bostroness accounts are worth over 35 trillion, which has to be, which has to be parked in each SWIFT country to be able to make the SWIFT system work. They have days where trillions aren't used or making any money. XRP will allow them to bring the money back to each country and be used in that country. That's trillions coming back to the U.S. Talk about infrastructure.
There is always a good argument for XRP.
Yes, I mean,
I mean, there will be a time where, I mean, banks are not going to wash up overnight, right? We do need banks to get better right now, and XRP and stuff like that are going to make that happen immediately, faster, quicker. But I'm for the good fight. I'm looking beyond my lifetime. I'm wanting to actually have a cause. I'm wanting to say at the end of my days that I fought for Bitcoin, you know, the only ways that I knew how. And that's that. I provided help. I came out to the internet and proclaimed to everybody who I was, that I loved Bitcoin, and that I say it's the future, and that you guys should really wise up to all of this. And then I walked around and I handed out flyers to people telling them to get into Bitcoin and trying to show them how to get into Bitcoin. So personally, my message in all of this is bigger than a bank getting better to help people, right? I want away with the banks. I want away with any form of oppression that makes it so that there is a tier of people over the rest of us. Because remember, the few at the top are a few. And the masses down here, to make them that way, are a lot. And as soon as we see this, the people get their way.
I am for it says, word of the day, pluralism. The populace is too dumb to vote. So elites at Google, at Facebook, etc. will control the government for the ignorant and control the money above fiat. It's part of the plan.
I can't even tell you how many times I see an article. I look at Samantha and say, did you know, blah, 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 blah. Like I'm giving information and I'm all intelligent. And she's like, yes, I read that too. And then I go and try it again with my boss who lives 30, 40 miles away from me. And he says, I seen that too. So when we all think we're smart because we know the same thing, we're not thinking.
Okay. I am says the Silicon Valley elites believe the nation state is old school. Google and Facebook answer to no government. Digital economy is above the national state, i.e. Libra. Moscow Mule says there are people who hand out flyers for God, and then there are those who build churches with the wealth they amass by working within the system. Yes, right? I mean, we've all seen the crazy man with the sandwich sign saying, you know, the end is nigh. I mean,
I can only do what I can do, and I can only do what I know how to do.
I'm
right?
sure we are part of the crazy population.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you can't tell that you're the crazy person when you're the crazy person. What was that movie Seven's quote? All right. So I do have a little bit more news. I should probably get the next one on the way, and then we'll get back to the chat and give you guys another opportunity to start piling up some questions in there. Hackers, right? Big thing, right? Binance, May 7th, we had that 7,000 Bitcoin that was hacked over there. Well, they've been on the move. I kept talking about, hey, if I was going to hack millions of dollars, I'd just wait for privacy to come to Bitcoin, right? Well, they went ahead and they're making their own privacy. They're going ahead and moving their Bitcoin around wallet to wallet to wallet to wallet. And then they're going ahead and moving it into a few different other cryptos, and they're parking it in a few exchanges and trying to get it into cash. And they're pretty much starting to try to liquidate their Bitcoin at various exchanges through transfer and manipulation into other cryptos.
I mean, see,
that's the way to go about it, though, is you break it down into fractions of Bitcoins and you trade it over and over and over.
Manually join your stuff. Like, yep, nope. Where does it go? You don't know. I mean, now it's like, you know, it's been Doge and like, you know, 5 other things. And So what is
I don't know. I might be trying to sit on the sideline and wait for them to be doing one of those wasabi coin joins where they get all the people together, how they have the largest one with 100.
Yeah.
I'd be one of the, I'd be throwing in 5 Bitcoin. Let's mix it all up with these guys. Everybody gets a little bit of illegal Bitcoin.
I mean, I don't know. See, and that's the, I guess I would be a
That's why
paranoid
fungibility
person.
is a problem when it comes to Bitcoin. I mean, that's why everyone keeps talking about dark markets and that you're going to get caught. That's what they had said for sure during the Libra hearings. That's was their main thing, is saying that they are just going to make sure that this stuff is not used for illegal activity. Because what I was hoping for with Libra is it starts making the on and off ramp avenues easier. Like, yes, Coinbase is great. Yes, Gemini is great. Yes, there's some apps out there too that are great. But I mean, they were talking about Libra coin that they're going to be putting ATMs on every corner and stuff so that people that are unbanked will be able to stick their fiat into it to be able to get Libra coin. Well, if I can take that Libra coin and then turn around and get Bitcoin and not pay the crazy premium they have on a Bitcoin ATM and not have to do some of the KYC, I might be interested.
Maybe. IM4AM says 3 competing currencies: fiat, corporate, and crypto. Moscow Mule also says that we both do a great job. That he does not want to be mistaken. Oh, you're great. Yeah.
Not worried about that, my man.
We don't take offense. You can say whatever you want, man. Everybody and everybody.
You guys know I'm easy going.
You know.
It takes a lot to upset me.
I'm the only person that could get cussed out with a smile. Like, I just, okay. Like, I am so glad that you felt like you needed to upset that. Whatever. IM4IM says we both do a great job. Yeah, thank you.
Well,
Moscow
hit the thumbs up, you guys.
Yes. Moscow Mule says, I think best case scenario is to hedge your BTC with XRP, ultimately non-bank currency and XRP. If you ask some of the banker coins, the systems coins.
I mean, yes, I'm a fanatic, right? I'm not going to deny it. That's why I'm always saying I'm 90% Bitcoin, like, because I'm fanatical. I mean, of course, if you're in the cryptocurrency space and you are you're devoting more than like the 15 or 20% they say to, like, you're crazy if you're investing that much into this. Yeah, you're going to want to hedge it a bit. Maybe you're going to want to, because Bitcoin and XRP they don't like to be called opposites, but they have different like long-term goals.
Parallel paths, okay?
Yes.
They're just,
so yeah, you'd want to own a little.
You'd be stupid.
You'd be looking for the right opportunities to pick up other cryptocurrencies where you weren't necessarily concerned if it went down a little bit further. You know what I mean? Like those low dips.
Paul Lowe says, we already commit an average of 3 felonies a day without even trying. So why stop there? Bro, what do you do with your day?
Yeah, right, man. I don't know.
Well, I guess actually I don't technically know what every single thing is like a felony. Like, you know, like it is I'm trying to think of stuff that I do that is slightly shady and it's really hard right now. I'm not sure.
Public urination in my own backyard, I'm sure that's against the law in some way or another. I mean, there's nobody out here, so.
I mean, sadly, sometimes you speak quite a lot.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure I passed that reckless driving.
Yeah. Okay, so you got 2. See, I'm trying to think, like, I don't know. I really don't. Man. Oh, I texted drive. That's not a felony, though. Man, although no one should do that.
So we got Coinberry. This one's not a lot. This is just a little one. I thought this was kind of cool, though. We got Coinberry. They're a third-party system that allows like companies and organizations, and in this case, government, to be able to accept Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies as a form of payment. We got the second town now in Canada that's going ahead and accepting Bitcoin to be able to pay municipal taxes. So that's great. I mean, not that I'm going to be running off paying my taxes with Bitcoin or anything, but what they said and why is they're getting it set up because there was no cost to them. They're saying that the demand will grow, especially with millennials. This happened over in Richard Hill. So it's good, right? It goes to show the beginning. You know, I know 3 years ago, everybody was saying it was early days, and I was feeling like it wasn't. And now here I am, and it's like, wow, those were early days. Those were real early days. And now I'm here right now, and I'm sure that in 3 years from now, I'll be looking back and I'll be like, those were the early days. And it's always going to be like that, right? Every dip seems like it's going to be the crash. Every moment feels like, oh man, I missed the boat. Well, you're going to miss every boat until you actually get on a boat.
Procrastination does no one any favors.
Right? I don't know. I always try to make my motivational messages in the beginning and be a little like, yeah. That was one of the biggest changes and the hardest things, because I mean, I was in my 20s. I was lazy at one point too. I like to hang out all night long and everything.
You really didn't like to work?
Not all that much, especially not for little money and horrible people. I don't know where I'm going with this. Sometimes you just got to man up, right? Sometimes you just got to get out there and do what needs to be done. And taking responsibility for your financial future. And I mean, even if it's not crypto, if you're doing something else, maybe you're buying real estate, land, right? Land is cheap. It's not going anywhere. There's only a limited number of it. You could always live on it, right?
Yeah.
Tiny homes are what? $8,000 now.
Dude, tents are like 40. I'm just saying. To each their own, but I'm just saying. I know that I did not like that we could never save before. I mean, it did not.
Yeah, as soon as we'd get money saved up, it seems like something would happen.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, there it goes.
And now it's not as bad.
Yeah.
And I mean, all we did is
learn to save better. Saved in something that actually kind of went up in value a little bit since we got into it, so it was able to make our savings enough to be able to get over that first hurdle of, oh my gosh, there's a big bill that has to be paid, or a transmission, or a breakdown, or a broken water pipe and hot water tank.
Or, oh man, you got fired?
Yeah, or, oh man, you got fired in Samantha, you're out of work for a month.
Yep. I mean, yes. It is different. I know it is not perfect yet, but just making that choice has made a difference.
Yes.
I want everybody to have that choice, because then, I mean, we were never in a super awesome financial state. That's just the way we are. Like, yeah. So eventually, we're going to be helping people, hopefully, that really do have enough money and do have enough stuff that, I mean, it will really affect their life and their choice, like when they make it. And Paul Rouleau says the average is much higher here in New York.
I'm sure it is. It's that, hey, I want to pass out these flyers, right? Let's see, I forgot I had put them over here, right? Because these are the two, right? This is the old one, and there was too many QR codes. People were confused. And then there's nothing to help them beyond that. Yeah. So then we went with the second idea with one embedded QR code to make it more simplistic. And then down here in the bottom, we got the hashtag Bitcoin and coffee to help. You go Google that, and it comes back to us either on Twitter or here on YouTube. But it gets you hooked up with me. Right. So you can start watching the show, lurking in the dark until you come out and start asking questions. And you know what? I really am an honest guy who's going to do my best to try to help you. I'm not here to help make you $1 million, but I'm here to help you get your Bitcoin off Coinbase and into your hardware wallet. Right. I'm here to help you get a fork if it comes along so you can collect those crypto dividends.
We're here in case you're like, oh, is this too good to be true?
It is too good to be true, man. Right. Because I don't want you to lose your Bitcoin. I don't want you to lose your crypto. I want to give those flyers to some millennial and have him put his $50 allowance into it once and then it do something for him in the future.
Yes.
I keep trying to tell my kid left and right that he needs to start collecting this stuff. And he's always playing video games. I'm like, man, these dapps are got games. He's like, oh, as soon as I get a first-person shooter, I'm all about it.
That is not what our kid sounds like, but that is you.
That's my impression of him.
Walrolo says, I was lazy in my 20s, and at 47, I haven't aged a bit in that regard.
I don't know. I got tired, and I said that if no one else is going to do it, I guess I'm going to have to get up and do it, and I haven't stopped yet. So either I'm going to make it, or I'm going to die somewhere before I get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because from the time I get up to the time I go to bed, there's work to be done. So that's about all I got over here. Is there more in the chat? Is there anything you guys want to talk about? Because besides that, we'll go ahead and wrap up this show. Get ready for another episode. Yeah. I mean, it's staying working, right? Interview with Josh going to be coming up. Working on the channel to see if we can't come out with some more stuff. I'd like to continue working on the project of getting out there and passing out the flyers. That's why I've mentioned it so much. I'd like to see a couple more dollars make its way into the tally fund. Or if you want to do fiat in some way with your cards, come over to Facebook. It does better than the super chats because they don't take 30% at Facebook. We actually got $19.18 out of 20. All of it comes to the channel. I take all of it off the tally fund. You can ask or track any of it so that you know what's up.
Yep.
Yep.
You're at 43 minutes.
All right. Anything in the chat?
No, we are good.
All right, you guys. Tools not down there. You got to hit me up to get those tools again. But there's links down there, right? So you can go follow me on the other social media. There's also the donational addresses. I will see you tomorrow. Hit the notification bell. Hit the thumbs up. And remember, keep that BTC safe. Later.
Bye, guys.